Following the 2014 release of Tusk, Kevin Smith brings Harley Quinn Smith and Lily Rose Depp back to the big screen to reprise their roles in Smith's new feature, Yoga Hosers. 15-year-olds Colleen Collette and Colleen McKenzie are on their smartphones constantly, sing in a small band, and take yoga classes. The girls will do just about anything to receive an invitation to a senior party, but when they discover the leader of a Nazi splinter group has been raising an army of monsters beneath the store where they work, the teens team up with a legendary manhunter, Johnny Depp, to stop the world-threatening uprising. Join the Colleen Coalition and get your tickets today for Kevin Smith's Yoga Hosers in select theaters now.
Steve Dave presents Overkill, with encounters in the sixth son of mankind, with Brian Quinn, Walter Flanagan, and Brian Johnson. This week's episode.
Polaroid from Dimension Z.
Hello and welcome to Overkill. Now let's do all our evil laughs.
You have so many evil laughs.
Yeah, I know. Because I always use them on stage.
Oh.
Like when I'm being a bad guy. Sometimes I'm a witch. Sometimes I'm a serial killer.
Yeah.
So yes, Overkill. We haven't done Overkill in a while.
It has been a while.
People have been demanding it, Walt.
Well, that's why I'd love to start off with some of the most unexpected, and I'm sure listeners are going to be shocked at the first Overkill bit of business.
This is something that they
never would have expected.
Never would have heard before, maybe anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, let's preface this with some appropriate thunderclaps, Declan, and put them in this time.
Oh, you expect me to do my job? Oh, look at everyone, so fancy now.
Does he not put in the thunderclap?
I've been getting emails that's like, hey, what's with your sound guy? You ask for thunderclaps and he doesn't put them in. Now I don't listen, so I don't know if that's. I don't want to like throw Declan under the bus.
Right.
But why would this person write this if he's not putting the thunderclaps in?
I can think of only one reason. By the way, Creaky Studios open for business. Take your podcasting classes now.
Well, I'll make sure there's some appropriate thunderclaps for this.
Okay. Yeah. How is he as a professor, do you think, one-on-one? Can you imagine staring at that for an hour?
Well, do you think they go to his
No, they do it by Skype.
shack to learn? Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's how you learn, by Skype.
So 5 or 6 people get in, Skype into him, and they could all see him?
I don't know. I thought it was one-on-one. So
if 10 people sign up,
that's a great service if it's one-on-one.
don't say that. It can't be one-on-one. Because if he gets 10 people to sign up, he's not going over the same class 10 times. That's impossible.
oh, it's only an hour. I mean, what else is he doing? I mean, definitely not putting thunderclaps in.
Do you think there's any like a little like professor-student shenanigans going on?
Oh, you think he's like when they Skype in, he's in a blazer with fucking those patches on the elbows.
And they're in a little schoolgirl skirt with a microphone.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I hear you need to decrease your audio.
Time for some extra credit.
Oh, you look so stressed.
Oh, why don't you take your shirt off and cool down a little?
What country in? Is that India I see behind you?
Hey, that's not a porn dog behind you, is it? Let's see.
It can't be 101.
Beginner to intermediate is sold out. Let's see. Learn how to make a professional sounding podcast with producer and audio Decreaker Declan Quinn. Each lesson takes you step by step. 4 modules will take 60 to 90 minutes each. Sold out. September 19th. Places available.
Oh, so there's still openings on the September 19th course?
Yeah, so like both his beginner to intermediate and advanced courses sold out, man.
That's nice.
Wait a second. Look at this. Lessons will typically take 5 days to cover each module, blah, blah, blah. But your schedule and pace are catered for. It's actually catered to. It's actually catered to, Declan.
Oh.
But we'll go ahead.
What do you think is the most important aspect of podcasting? Or what is this course?
Well,
about?
he's doing technical.
Having something that's worth saying. That he
But
can't teach you.
But on the technical side.
On the technical side.
I mean, I guess making sure it records.
Making sure it records, which most of the time we can be sure we're doing it. I mean, we're 6 years in and still like
6 years in and it wouldn't be it hasn't happened in a while, but it flares up, man. I think it happens to the best of them.
Right.
No plan is foolproof when you're using technology.
No.
It says the first round of courses will run for 6 days to account for extra material. Scheduling for the one-on-one sessions is flexible, caters to all time zones, and supports a number of communication platforms. Now it's just all a bunch of corporate speak. Like, what does this shit even mean?
Professional, man. He's fucking. What do you mean? I understood everything.
Remember, this is not an e-learning course where many people are streamed the same information, but private lessons.
Wow.
So available places are limited. So that's what he does. He keeps the classes small. So that he can private lessons with me, sexy Declan. Ooh.
It does sound like a Cinemax fucking movie from.
Just
the 80s.
don't ask me to get on my knees. It'll hurt too badly.
Why are they asking him to get on his knees?
I don't know.
I mean, come on. You think there's any females in this course?
Oh no, I know there is one. I think Sherry Archinoff took the course. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what he should do is do a contest on Tell 'em Steve Dave for a giveaway.
A free giveaway course?
Oh, that would be a good idea.
That's what he should do. Sponsor a game.
Well, he would. Let me ask him right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do it today. Oh, we don't have a game though, but maybe we can announce something there. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck him.
Well,
Oh shit, I was so close.
He's gonna hear this, and if he puts in the thunderclaps for once,
Learn how to not put in thunderclaps. Learn how to ignore the requests of your clients. Mixing and mastering spoken word. Advanced audio repair. He's got it all here, man. Like, if you want to do this, if you want to learn all this shit and then subsequently offer us a better deal, we'll drop Declan and we'll go with you.
I taught you everything you know. I didn't teach everything I know. I thought we were doing overkill today.
All right.
Yeah.
The first overkill story,
Yeah.
and I'm going to put some.
I love how, like, one last thing with Declan in the Creaky Studios, like, you gave him, like, 7 quotes to choose from,
Right.
and he put them all down and still hasn't changed it. Like, it's still up there. It looks like maybe you have, pre-senile dementia.
Who are you talking about?
Because you have, you just all these, random thoughts placed in a row.
Is this the one where I gave him a quote and you made fun of me for making it about me?
I would never consider making a podcast without Declan's help, and honestly, neither should you.
Well, that's a good quote. What was my quote? That sounds like
That's
dementia.
yours, right?
There's no better feeling than knowing Declan is working on a podcast of mine. He's simply the best. So that's the best feeling you've ever had.
Well, it's a secure feeling.
Right.
Secure.
It's most secure. It's
Security is
it's like
important.
being at mother's bosom.
Why does that sound like dementia, though?
Because all these.
Yeah. When I read everything together, if it's a Creaky Studios mixed podcast, you know it's of the highest quality. I trust no other to work on my podcast. Declan is a podcast doctor. This is all you.
That's why it sounds like dementia.
There's no better sound guy for you to consider. Case closed.
Why is he using all my quotes?
That's what that happened at the very beginning. You were like, you asked the same question. You're like, why is he using every quote? It was like, select one of these, and he's like, fuck it. Yeah, a lot of Tell 'em Steve Dave quotes, and one from Kevin. Oh, he puts fucking Kevin at the top. Little fucking jerk.
Idiot.
Yeah, this will bring him in. All right, fuck Declan. So,
Well, you could take Declan. You could take this manufactured, this cheapos thunderclap out if you want.
I'd rather take the week off.
All right, first bit of news on Overkill, Q.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Your hair's going to get blown back, son.
It might turn white, Q.
It's already half white, but yeah.
Do you know that's a truth phenomenon?
Is it really?
Yeah. That your hair can turn white from being totally
Not
shocked.
immediately.
Yes.
Over time.
Immediate
like
white
40
hair.
years later.
Yeah.
Immediate white hair is a
looking it up,
phenomenon that
look it
definitely
up.
can happen.
Can your hair turn white from fear? It does have some roots in science. I guess no pun intended, right? Extreme fear or being frightened can't turn your hair white overnight. There is a medical condition that could make people think it has. An autoimmune condition known as alopecia areata, which can attack hair follicles, blah, blah, blah. If a person were to have a rough night, get in a heated argument, or experience a life or death situation, the disease could be triggered.
So it can happen.
And then you would wake up with most of your pigmented hair gone, leaving only the gray or white hair.
Well, at the risk of a lot of ants waking up tomorrow
Okay.
with a gorgeous head of gray hair,
Okay.
Right.
Silver foxes.
I'm about to announce a major update.
Mike's going to be like, God damn it, I just dyed it. Here I am.
I'm about to announce a major update to the Claymation movie.
Holy shit. I don't even know this.
You don't even know this.
Wow.
But we
His
are
hair just turned white.
oh shit!
You should see it.
Look bad,
Oh,
Q.
God.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look good.
All right.
Look like Ted Danson.
I'll take it.
All right.
You look like Maud.
You look like B. Arthur. Look like B. Arthur's muff.
I'll take it.
We are rounding the corner. We are getting so close to the completion of the Claymation movie. The hurdles are being hurdled. I's are being dotted and T's are being crossed.
Wow.
So much so that we are ready and we are asking for the following people. If you backed the animation, because somehow, some way I contacted some people and I didn't get any response from the backers.
Okay.
So for the voice roles, we've set up a new email.
Okay.
For the people who are backers for the voicemail. I have.
Gee, I wonder who it's coming to.
No, it's not going to Creaky.
No?
Nope, it's not. Creaky is I don't want to overwhelm him with thunderclaps and this.
Right. It's a lot.
But if you backed the Claymation movie with a voice role, I need you to email this email address with your name, the email that you did it under, and then someone will be contacting you, and we're setting up a time where we'll be getting a voice role for you. Because almost all of it is done, Q.
Wow.
We are waiting on just a few things to put this in the completion. We are so close now. We're
That's
tackling
incredible.
everything.
Walt's daughter did something sort of major with Claymation. She's really good.
Oh, really?
She did a
Oh,
great
that's
job.
excellent.
Yeah, really good job.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we're so close, Q. I can fucking taste clay in my mouth.
And who doesn't want that?
And it tastes fucking good. TSD voice actors. That's all one word, although that's not a word, but that would be all one thing. TESD voice actors at gmail.com if you were a backer for the. And we will check. Don't try to sneak in.
Right.
We will check against the records.
Well, we should probably send out an update on the Kickstarter too, right?
I don't know how to do that. Though,
I'll
Q.
take care of that.
Okay. I also have if you were a backer and you got puppets and you're going to get a puppet now.
Right.
I need you to contact this email address. TSDpuppets at gmail.com.
Okay.
Because you're going to be getting your puppets are coming now.
Nice.
Those puppets are gorgeous, and you're going to love them if you backed for the puppets.
Okay.
If you got the TSD artwork, the colored, I guess the puppet, what's it called? The reference art for the character art. If that would be TESDart at gmail.com. If you were
Spend this whole week fucking making email addresses.
if you were a backer for the script page, it's TESDscript at gmail.com. And finally, and I've gotten a lot of these emails over the years. That's right. I'm acknowledging it's been years. If you've moved,
Makes it real.
right? You got to keep it real. We understand, but
Yeah.
now
We fucked up.
All is forgiven.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We graciously accept your forgiveness. True to our word, we said after that Kickstarter debacle, no more projects will be done by Kickstarter.
Never.
And we
Never
have not
again.
done any, and we
And
have
never
some
will.
coming down the pike.
Yeah, never again, and never
We
will.
can't be trusted with Kickstarter.
We can't. It's not. It's not. We're not good with this. I mean, it is. I cannot extend. I mean, I know we say a lot of shit that's not real or like is said with pure sarcasm.
Yes.
There is not a hint of sarcasm when I say I cannot tell or convey how appreciative I am of the understanding and the patience that the backers who have put up with this
Yeah.
debacle. It's a debacle. It's been a debacle.
We own up to it.
We're not going to say it hasn't been a debacle when it's been a debacle. But now finally, with the light at the end of the tunnel,
Right.
it's coming to an end, and this book will be closed, and the final product we are so happy with, and I think the backers are going to be so happy with. It's going to have a happy ending,
Yes.
at least there's a happy ending at
Which
the end
means
of this.
Ming's going to jerk you all off.
Individually, you will go to every backer's house and give everyone a happy ending. But if you moved since the time you backed the project, I need you to, and I know a lot of you have moved. TESD Movers, MOVERS @gmail.com.
Okay.
Which is what we'll be doing next year after we stop the podcast because no one believes in us anymore.
But if you've moved and you need to update your address, I believe there's something that I believe you could do it on the Quickstarter, which I really hope that they can. But some people told me that they can't find it.
Well, you gotta when the project's ready for delivery, you gotta send out a survey that they're supposed to fill out and send back to us.
Oh, that's how it happens?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so should I? I'm still going to put this movers out there.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I made the email address.
I mean,
Cover all the bases.
right. I've set it up and double checking can't be a bad thing.
No.
Like this is the foolproof way to
It's
make sure
the least we can do for them.
Yes, I want to make sure everybody who did it gets it.
Right.
And if you've moved, I want to make sure. Some people have moved multiple times. It's been so long. Some people have started families.
Right.
But like we're trying, we're gonna make good finally, and it feels good to be able to announce
Yeah.
a legitimate update,
Right.
and let everybody know that through all the problems and all the delays, we never lost sight of the ball. And we wanted to come through, and we are going to come through.
It's like, when you got beaten as a kid and like your dad was like, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
That's the way this has been. Like we've suffered more than any of the listeners have through all of this.
Oh yeah. This has been one of the most, and not now. I'm working with guys right now who are a dream.
Yeah.
But this has been an extremely draining and frustrating process. This whole thing, but that's coming to an end.
So no more email addresses? That's it? That's all you got
yeah,
for
want
me?
to repeat those while Q takes a call?
I don't think so. Like the 12 people that it affects.
Oh, no, there's more than 12 people. It was TESDvoiceactors @gmail.com. Self-explanatory. If you are a voice backer, you email that. If you back for puppets, it's TESDpuppets @gmail.com. If you got a page of artwork, it's TESDart @gmail.com. If you got a script, it's TESDscript @gmail.com. And if you've moved since backing, it's TESDmovers @gmail.com.
All right.
And that feels good to announce something significant.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
The sweetest day will be when it's
yeah,
done and being shipped and people get to see it.
you ready, Colonel Q, for Loot Crate?
I am ready. I get Loot Crate.
So do I. It is exciting, right? When the box
It
comes,
is.
you want to open up. I heard my daughter told me what a lot of people do is a lot of celebs online is they will videotape themselves opening the box,
Unboxing it?
unboxing it, and people watch that.
Unboxing, yeah. I mean, with lots of stuff, though, not just Loot Crate, like anything you can think of. And it'll go from taking it out of the box to, like, each item and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
I'm like, I thought there was nothing but good TV on that. Now we moved away from television.
Dude, I've watched every show there is to watch. I'm now on to watching people take shit out of boxes. Loot Crate, I gotta say, like, we would have had these guys as sponsors a while ago, but I remember our advertising guy saying, like, hey, what do you think of them? And I read about it, and I was like, who would want this tchotchke bullshit? Like, we're not going to foist this on the listeners. How fucking wrong I was about what people want. People love Loot Crate.
I love it, dude. I'm telling you. There's always at least one thing in that box that I'm like, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, now there's so many imitators out there now. Mm-hmm. Everybody's following the Loot Crate model.
That's right.
Is this a bad time to mention Tesdy Crate, which we're going to be offering soon?
Tesdy Crate, would just be
just a box
of empty promises.
A dried out claymation figure.
Yeah, people love fucking Loot Crate so much that where I live, they cut my box open to see if they wanted anything. I don't know if it's because it's Loot Crate or just because of the area I live in.
Make sure to head to www.lootcrate.com/TESD. Enter the code TSD, and you save 10% off any new subscription.
You have until the 19th to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. And then if something cool comes, you're buying it on eBay, right?
Well, you're an asshole. Or like get them, you're just hoping that somebody will give it to you as a charity fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. September's theme cue.
Yeah.
Speed.
Okay, so the Flash is going to be in there?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Batman, The Flash, Arrow, Battlestar Galactica, Iron Man, Gone in 60 Seconds. If you have a style need, you'll love it. I mean, everything except for the movie Speed. It looks like Sonic socks for when you got to go fast.
Nice, like that guy in the fucking...
A winning Mario Kart t-shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, Ming mocks people who wear the Loot Crate t-shirts.
Why?
I don't know. For some reason, at the thing with him, he's like, hey, nice free t-shirt. But it's really not free. I mean, they paid for it.
They had a great Rick and Morty one 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's unlike Ming. That was before he got the puppy.
Yeah. Now he's all fucking hearts and puppies.
Now, it warmed.
He'll be like, hey, man, did you get that from Luke? Oh, did you get that from Loot Crate? That's awesome, man.
He was on the verge of becoming a heartless, spineless Grinch. But that puppy has, performed a miracle.
Is that a roundabout way of saying I should get a puppy?
Go to Loot Crate.
Yeah, just go. Well, as long as it's overkill and as long as Q's taking this phone call, I'll tell you that Ming and I are going to be at Monster Mania, Walt, in Maryland. September 30th to October 2nd.
What does Where are you going to be?
It's in Maryland.
Where? What days?
September 30th.
Oh, okay.
October 1st
what
and
did
October 2nd.
Bookman have to do? What do they bring to the Monster Mania organization?
Okay, so my first thought is absolutely nothing. All right.
Well, I mean, usually you know what?
The comic books. That's
you can say you're a horror writer member.
I think I may have let my dues lapse, so I'm hoping no one calls me on it. Oh yeah.
Really?
It was like $15 or something. I did it just so I could get the shirt. Well, I'll tell you who's going to be there. Chris Sarandon. He was in Fright Night. You remember him, obviously. Amanda Weiss, Robert Englund, Ronnie Blakely. They were all in Nightmare on Elm Street. Christy Swanson, who I think wasn't she the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I believe. And then,
the original movie?
Yeah, a couple other. Barbara Steele. David Arquette's going to be there. I'd like to meet him. He seems like he's kind of fun.
Who's that? I know that name.
David Arquette. He was in, he was Famous Sisters. Plus he was in, not Scary Movie. Was it Scary Movie? No. What was the one that restarted everything?
Scream?
Scream, yeah. He was in Scream.
Is he one of the Friends? Is he in Friends?
No, that's his Isn't that his sister, I think? No, wait. Is there an Arquette in there? No, it's...
I don't know. I thought there was.
No. No, he was married to one of the Courtney Cox.
Oh, okay.
He was married to her for a while. But, yeah, it's going to be a stretch, I believe. Shannon Elizabeth will be there.
I remember.
What a reunion that'll be, right?
Yeah, she thinks she'll remember you?
Absolutely not. Not a fucking chance. I'll tell you what, though. She's a really nice lady, or girl, or whatever, or woman, whatever you would call her. Like, a lot of times you think, you know, hot chicks are just taking pictures of fat, naked ladies in gyms and laughing about it. I read that lady might actually go to jail for 6 months. Whatever her name was, I don't remember what her name was.
That would be pretty crazy that she goes to jail when there's people who fucking commit vehicular homicide and they don't go to jail.
They don't?
Yeah, I see people get off all the time on fucking driving drunk and they don't go to jail when they kill somebody.
It is weird just because it's cheaper that shit gets pled down all the time. I mean, maybe not if you kill someone, but I was talking to a guy on our crew, and he had a friend who, I guess he was like 22, 23, something like that. And he left, they live in Staten Island. The friend leaves a strip club, gets on to the wrong side of the Staten Island Expressway, hits somebody head on and kills him, goes to jail for 9 years. Now, do you think about it every single day of those 9 years? Like, what if I just hadn't?
I don't think you cannot. I don't think it's possible that you cannot think about it every day. The first thing you wake up should be that. I imagine like, oh, fuck.
You wake up,
it's not a dream.
It wasn't a bad dream. Yeah. Like, this is my life. And then after you get out, no one's really welcoming you with open arms, like employment-wise. They're like, so what have you been doing the last 9 years? Oh, paying my debt to society for killing someone.
No, I mean, but hey, man, you fucking made your bed, man. You did the crime, man. Now you got to pay the price.
I got to do the time.
And what comes after, doing the time? Because once the time is done, it doesn't mean it's over. Your sentence is a lifetime.
Yeah.
Which I think is a fair. I mean, you've ended someone's life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right, Q's back.
What'd I miss?
I made a confession. That's why I just.
I was trying to distance myself from the claymation.
Overkill, Q. Do you have a story?
I don't.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I like being the skeptic.
You're also the wild card.
It's less work.
Yeah, the skeptic has to do no work at all.
No, I just got to sit here and poo poo.
Because I mean, not even one story, not even anything, nothing scary or spooky.
I got to be honest. This has been fuck. I'm in the middle of 2 crazy weeks.
Okay,
sorry.
That's all right. Brian, I'm sure has a story.
I could try and think of one, but I feel that's robbing the audience. I'd rather not. I'd rather no ass it than half ass it.
I like that. I never heard that phrase before.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, so you put zero effort into it instead of even just a little.
Oh, I don't want to insult. We've already insulted the listeners with the claymation debacle. Now,
but like I said,
and so in order to make up for it,
yeah.
You came without a story.
You want to go first, Brian? Or you want to hear mine?
Well, you have 2, right?
I got 2. But,
why don't you give me one?
Okay.
Well, why didn't you give me one to tell?
I can't.
Yeah.
One's
very personal.
One's very personal.
Yeah, and the other one?
The other one, not so much. But, I mean, I don't think you could do it justice because I don't think you treat it with the respect and reverence that you should.
Most likely not. Okay.
But
we have 3 stories today.
Bri, we have 3. Or did you come?
Yeah.
Whole ass too?
All right.
No, whole ass, baby.
Okay.
So we have 3 stories.
I dip my whole ass into the pot.
But one's not. One could be a non-story.
No. We have 3 stories.
All right.
So it's fine. That's what a team does, Walt. They cover each other's
buttholes.
Yes.
So if you're half-assed, I cover it up. I cover up that half that's showing for the audience.
Yeah. Right. There you go.
And if it's completely bare,
yeah.
Then we got 2 guys. He covers one cheek and I cover the other.
That's it.
We got your ass covered, son.
Thank you, guys.
My wife was cleaning my daughter's room over the holiday break.
Okay. Your daughters don't clean their own rooms?
Not as well as my wife would.
Got
would
it. Like
prefer.
a deep clean.
She was doing a deep clean.
Got it.
She was getting,
Your wife is like OCD cleaner, right?
yeah, which is a good OCD to have.
Right. Yeah.
That's good, right?
If you're going to have any,
If you're gonna
that's a
have
good
any-
one.
If you're going to be like hell bent on any like one thing, that's your thing.
Have something that benefits you.
Yeah, cleaning is the best one to have, I believe. Because I mean, you've seen the show
Hoarders?
Hoarders.
Yeah.
That's a complete the dyslexia version of Hoarders
Right.
would be my wife.
That's great. The opposite.
That's on her resume.
Which we're going to have a dyslexia championship before the year is out, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have a gigantic dyslexia
Are we tweaking
world championship. Yes, I've got so much tweaks
Okay.
that it is now primed and ready after the championship.
Yeah.
We present the file to a network.
Okay.
And we wait for bids. We to present the file
great.
to networks. It is so refined right now.
Okay.
And so like tight
Right.
that you will be like this is show ready.
Nice. The Colonel approves.
This is TV ready, Colonel.
The bidding war begins.
Yes.
All
It is so ready to roll that I want to do it right immediately, but I know that patience is a virtue here because I can make it even tighter. So much so that
nice.
I want to throw this out there to any listeners who might suffer from dyslexia.
Yeah.
I'd like them to email me, not to any of those claymation emails, but to the KMuse2 email
Yeah.
because I want to get a dyslexic on the team in the production and in the what's it called?
To get us a free pass later on when people complain.
Yes,
Nice.
we'll have a dyslexic person
Nice.
on the team to deflect from any people who be like, well, that's
It's
not cool.
impossible. We have a
Yes.
dyslexic person. How could you accuse us of
So if
anything?
you're dyslexic and
a token, if you will.
Yeah.
and you're ideally, I'd love for you to be in the New Jersey area,
Right.
so I could bring you in to some meetings.
Right.
In some developments that I have to develop in the game to make it even tighter for the World Championships.
Okay.
But at KMuse2 at Gmail, if you're in the Jersey area and you can, and if you're not in Jersey, it doesn't matter. I just don't want to.
I know a dyslexic.
Who?
One of our
Are you
openers.
allowed to put him out of the closet?
Yeah,
Would you like to out him?
Yeah, I allowed him. His name's JF Harris. He's one of our opening acts. A very funny guy, and he's dyslexic. He talks about it in his act.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I can. Very good guy. His father's a retired FDNY guy.
Could
You did say
he?
retired, right?
Could he come to the taping of the?
He lives in LA, but
Okay, all
he's
right.
in New York frequently. So I'll check with him.
Okay.
And if he wants to open us for us ever again,
Hey, and also if any, and if there's any of the TSD universe who appeared at the Blue Juice Invitational, this is an open invitation to you. Can you RSVP that you're interested in coming? Although I don't have a date yet, I would like to know who's interested. I know Frank 5 is,
well, of course.
but I'd love to get Frank 3. I don't know if he listens, but if anybody listens out there or tweets Frank 3, tell him.
Isn't Frank 3 our boy?
I never see that guy. I think he's. I don't know. I think he's out of. I don't know. I think he's doing CIA work or something. I don't believe he's.
But we saw Frank 3 recently. Didn't we?
You think he's in the CIA, or
I don't
he's
know.
just
He's so-
unpopular enough that people don't invite him places?
Didn't we just see Frank 3?
Yeah, we saw him. Where did we see him?
Was he at Kevin's? We just saw him. I don't know. I like Frank 3 quite a bit.
Oh, I love him too, but
Yeah.
but he doesn't like. He doesn't make himself available to tell him Steve David. I'd love to get him
Right.
involved in the dyslexic world
Okay.
championship. So
All right.
dyslexia world championship.
No, dyslexia, I'm not super familiar with it. I mean, it's not just that you read words backwards, right? That's not just.
Right.
I don't know. That's why I want to get
It's an
somebody
inability
on the.
to just comprehend. I think
process.
what you're looking at.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's why I want to be able to tap their brain and get some ideas from them to tighten the game.
For gobbledygook.
Okay.
Gobbledygook?
Well, I heard that's even more offensive, Q.
Because of
Who
the
said
gook?
that?
Yeah, Ming.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, you're
Gobbly-
shitting on my heritage.
It's gobbledygook, not gobbledygook.
Ming has went on record and said that he thought that name was more offensive than the dyslexia.
How do I can stand? I can't stand no more. That's what he said.
But he's
That's
fine with that?
Yeah.
Gobbledygook is not gobbledygook.
And even if it was gobbledygook,
Right.
I mean, the word I would have to imagine came before the Vietnam War.
Yeah. Plus, let's not forget that they were our enemies in Vietnam, so they deserved everything that we said about
Well,
them.
now we should stop using that word, though, if they're no longer the enemy anymore.
Now that it's been 30 years
But
later.
you can't erase it from the fucking lexicon. Like they still at one point had.
So do you want to tell any slaves what we should be calling them?
Well, I'm
Chill
not.
out, man.
Yeah, but they weren't our enemy.
Oh, yeah, tell that
We
to
were
them.
their enemy. No, we were their enemy. They weren't ours.
All right, but let's not get deep.
I think something Vietnamese.
I know.
That's the real offensive part.
But before the year's out, the 2016 dyslexia/gobbledygook
Gobbledygook.
World Championships
Okay.
will be played, and it is going to be fun. But anyway, back to
The first one wasn't fun.
As I said, I've refined it.
Okay.
I've honed it. Me and Gidim got together.
Oh, God.
We heard the complaints.
The first tweak I would have made was to tweak his ass off the fucking show.
No, he plays an important role in the World Championships.
All right.
A super important role.
Right.
Anyway, my wife was cleaning over the Labor Day weekend and stumbled upon a Polaroid
Ooh, I love Polaroids.
in my daughter's room, my oldest daughter's room. And this Polaroid sent the family into a tizzy, as we believe we have proof of either time travel.
Here we go. Fucking day. It never
This is
ends.
Grandma on the time phone.
Fucking never ends with this guy.
B,
Oh, God.
dimensional rifts.
Okay. Well, that's the new angle anyway.
So wait, the entire family, before we look at the photo, the entire family is in unison on these
Yeah.
theories.
Yeah, we're fucking totally freaked out. It was like first amusement to then like the realization, like horror.
So the Polaroid, obviously your daughter is old enough that she's not running around with a Polaroid camera and taking Polaroids.
It's a picture of my daughter. We don't know. We can't place what age she may be.
Mm-hmm.
We think in the 8-year-old range, and she's 17 now.
Okay.
And we don't have any memory of this Polaroid, and we should.
Right.
From what you're about to the
Like
picture
a
you're
lot
about
of the
to
girls
see.
you used to date, Q, back in the 90s.
Did you take Polaroids of that too, just so you remind yourself when you woke up? Not to do it again. But it started as like giggles and laughs, like, oh, wow, what is that? What are you doing there? Why are you doing this?
Why are you on that iPhone?
No.
Why are you at the Mike Tyson fight?
We don't know if this was left by possibly a future dad, future me.
Future you.
I believe it still uses a fucking Polaroid.
Or we don't know if it was Earth 2 dad
Okay.
and left for some sort of reason. He left this photograph behind, this Polaroid behind, and maybe as some sort of clue or a warning or a message that I haven't yet to decipher. But it is a picture of my daughter at 8 years old with me, and I'm dressed at what can only be described as a Sergeant Pepper mime. And I've trained 2 cats with leashes as they sit on shelving units in a house that we have no idea where we're at.
Holy fuck, that is weird. Is this bullshit that you're just saying right now, or you really don't remember
this fucking destroyed our brains and we don't know what's going on now.
You look so fucked up.
Let me see this picture.
What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's eerie because we don't know we don't have no explanation for this picture. We have no idea what its origin is.
No, that definitely looks like your daughter.
I mean, it's her.
Is that Walt?
That's Walt. That
Look
looks
at the
like
cats. Why would I put cats on a shelf on leashes. Why would I dress like Sergeant Pepper?
I'll tell you a step further. It looks like that cat's on a floating platform.
Yeah, I think it's just a white wall.
Can you take that picture and put it up for people so they can see it on your
so
Twitter?
They can
bro?
try to dissect it.
Maybe.
And you are not a cat guy.
No.
You're also smiling in the photo.
Yeah, and I mean more than that, your eyes are open.
That's him, right? That's Walt. Just with makeup on his face.
It does. It looks like hobo makeup.
Yeah,
like from the.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like a mime
from the nose down.
Maybe it's not you. I don't know. It looks like you.
It's weird, but 100%, you know, it's your daughter. Like 100%.
But you don't think it's me?
her. I don't think is the date on it?
No.
That's a real Polaroid, brother.
I feel like it's not you.
Why?
Like, was she at a birthday party where some
she doesn't remember ever taking that picture?
A fucking kid looks like she's 6 years old. Of course, she doesn't remember it. But you would be in your 30s.
My younger daughter thought it was a picture taken before she was born.
If you get up real close, I'm like, I don't know if it's Walt, but if I get back even 2 feet, it's you. It's clearly you. But you're wearing makeup, which confuses the whole fucking issue.
I'm not lying. As God is my witness, this is a real.
This isn't like your
Polaroid.
Ghostbusters review. This isn't like something you just fucking.
No, that was a true review. Did you see it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's coming on DVD.
You really love that fucking movie.
It was good. Oh, what's that?
Better than the original.
What year was she born? She was born in 2000, Kate, right?
No, 1998.
98?
Oh, there's a date on it?
No, I was trying to. There's a number here. I was just trying to see. So 98. So let's say that she's if she was born in 98 and she's 6 here, then this could be September of 04. And then these rest of these numbers.
I don't think that's how it worked back then. I don't think that's how Polaroids worked.
No.
I don't think so. I have a Polaroid at home. Let me see, because it has the camera.
But doesn't that cat look like it's floating?
It does, but now it looks like there's a platform there. That's fucking weird.
It's
man.
a hover disc.
Well,
no, now you're just
you're onto something good here.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't let's not.
Well, I'm saying, is it a hover disc? That was a question mark after it.
Yeah,
That wasn't a statement.
It was phrased like it's a hover disc.
Either way, it's a fucking creepy photo.
Isn't it defined? And nobody in the house knows what it's from?
Yeah.
And where was it found? Like when she
under
found
her bed.
And it's not. I mean, like is her bed like
Can you take a picture of it?
A time capsule of
just like clothes,
of like old shit,
clothes and stuff that like she's not interested in anymore. That's just found its way under the bed, but not a photograph from fucking over 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, we have to put this up when we release the episode, or else people are gonna not get what's going on.
Getting reflections on this shit. I'll take it in a little bit, just so I can get better.
Wow.
So I want to know how long did the discussion go on trying to figure out? Like,
a long time, so much so that we're not allowed to talk about it no more. Well, I should say I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore because I'm not allowed. Because my oldest daughter is just like, I don't care anymore. Doesn't matter. Like I'm past it.
You've beat my interest in other dimensions.
Yeah.
And my youngest daughter, Alicia, is like, it's starting like, it's scaring me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's freaking me out. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to think about it no more because it's going to give me nightmares.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I told her it could possibly be me, a different version of me. That's come back.
That version of you that dresses like a clown Sergeant Pepper is a fucking scary version of Walt.
Yeah.
And why would you come to this dimension to fucking take this photo with your daughter? Unless,
I mean, he has rouge on his cheeks.
Unless that's also Earth 2.
Caitlin.
That's right, because that's old.
In which case, it would be a hover disc. Huh.
It's unexplainable, Q, and it's proof that there's not easy answers, and science can't explain everything.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, stick this Polaroid up your ass, Stephen Hawking.
It's fucking weird, man. I can't poo-poo this one.
My only explanation is that it's not Walt. And she's at some sort of like party where cats are wearing collars, but not like fancy like clown collars.
But even 8 years ago, Polaroids weren't being used. Like now they're making a little bit of a comeback.
This wouldn't have been 8 years ago. This would have been probably closer to 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused because I jumped track and I thought it was your younger daughter for a second because she's so young in the photo.
There's all these fucking Band-Aids he has all over him.
You want to see it? I mean, it's gross. Wow.
Yeah, it was absolutely it was all we could talk about for a good day and a half. But now I'm not allowed to talk about it no more. But I can talk about it here.
Yeah, they can't stop you.
I feel like everybody in this photo has their heart on the right side of their chest.
Oh, we're that much opposites.
Yeah, it's like real Earth 2 shit going on.
How did it get in on Earth 1?
Fucking slipped through, man. It just slipped through the crack.
Something opened up, and
We got to seal that crack.
Or see what else falls through. I mean, what if some fucking a coin flips through with everybody looking the opposite direction? That might be worth some money here.
I think I mean this could be like, you know how I'm into dogs in this world?
Yeah.
Now I'm into cats on this world. You know how I'm into like not dressing flashy
Yeah.
in this world, but in this world I'm all about the flash.
Yeah.
I look like I maybe even be like some sort of performer.
The next time we do a live show, you dress like that.
yeah, complete with hobo makeup.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's hobo makeup. I think maybe I've just grown a white beard.
Somebody scared the shit out of you.
Well, I will post it on. You'll tweet it, and I'll get him tweet it. And PQ.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of it too, maybe.
That's
all right, man.
That's
So
out there.
I have no explanation. I know that, but that's what Overkill's about. No easy explanation.
Everybody listening at home, if you haven't seen the picture yet, it looks exactly like Walt is describing it. So I can't even mock it like I normally do. Like it's really bizarre.
But yeah, and again, you have
What does it is it looks enough like you that you're like, maybe it's him, maybe it isn't.
Right.
Now, if it's him and no one remembers, that's fucked up.
But why? Okay, let's say you have to take my word for it that you have to take my word for it that I have no idea what.
I'm taking your word for it, sure.
But why would I be? Even if I'm lying about that, why would I be dressed like this? Why would I be dressed like Sergeant Pepper Mime?
I don't know.
For what reason?
That's why I think it may be a birthday party or some sort of event that your daughter was at. And
I dressed up like this?
No, this is a guy.
Remember this.
This is a different guy.
Oh.
This is like, he's like, I got cats with leashes that I put on shelves. I dress like Sergeant Pepper.
Mime.
Sergeant Pepper Mime. Yeah, I mean, like a misguided fucking kids entertainer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than finding a Polaroid of like a dead body or something, right?
Well, yeah, of course, it's better than that.
Yeah, I mean, under her bed. Then you're my parents.
I just kept telling my youngest, I was like, "Come on, it's not like it was a Polaroid of a dead body. Stop crying."
Stop crying.
Like, was anyone mutilated in the picture? No. All right, enough.
I had relatives that were on the police force back in the 80s, and they used to have Polaroids of crime scenes all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They'd be like, "You want to see something fucked up?" Yeah, of course the answer is yes. And there'd be like somebody that died in a tub was found 2 days later.
Like
somebody that hung themselves. Yeah, like all that shit.
And doesn't the Polaroid photo just add another level of like terror to any image?
It's because it's in that exact moment. Like, it's not like somebody took a picture, had it developed, and the colors faded in time or whatever. It's like that is as instantaneous as it got. It really was the cell phone picture of the day because you got to see it immediately. Like, that was a big thing with film. Like, film cameras, it's like you could take, a 36 picture roll of film, you hand it in. First, the fucking film costs you $10, and then you fucking turn around and get it developed for another $15. You're like $30 in the hole just to find out your pictures fucking suck.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's my Polaroid taking photos.
You got a Polaroid camera?
How come it spits out such tiny pictures?
This is like a mini. I have a working one at home, but the film on that's so much more expensive.
How much is each picture cost? How much did you just waste right there?
I don't waste. We can give that away to a fucking winner. We all three of us sign it and give it away. I would love that if I was a fan of a show.
Don't sell it like the fucking patches have been sold either.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that?
You're upset by that?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like it's something you did as a nice giveaway for people.
Well, what happened? But just set it up first.
Okay, so what happens is Walt decided to make patches of Get 'em. One says, whoa, 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 it's okay. The other one, same image, it says, what does it say? It says...
door is locked and I am clocked.
Out.
So the only way you could get it is if you came into the store.
It's even a creepy
That's
noise.
Creepy noise too. Yeah, it sounds like a some sort of perv.
Somebody perving with their camera. It's true. Like the first pictures, you would know the girl. Well, the first naked pictures I ever saw of like someone I knew were on Polaroid. It was the girl's boyfriend brought them in. Now I'm talking like, I mean, we were in like 8th grade at the time. Like, yeah.
But the patch though. Back to
the patches. Yeah. So you made these patches and you give them away to people who came in and gave a secret password. Well, not a secret password, but the password. And obviously not everyone can get them. You know, you gave away a couple at the con, but I saw one up on eBay and it was the auction hadn't gone off yet. It wasn't finished and it was up to $87. So some people are saying like, well, what the fuck? You know, like,
who's saying
this is, I don't know, people on Twitter, you know, Walt does something cool and then you turn around, something that was given to you and you turn around and try to make a buck off it.
Right.
Which I guess on one hand is like, it's yours.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
I really wasn't annoyed by it. I was more like, I just wondered if should I keep doing it? But I was annoyed by it because I would probably do the same thing. Like if I knew it was like I had a fucking patch from something I liked, I was like, let's go for $100. Fuck it, I'll put it on eBay.
Right.
I don't really disparage the person who put it on eBay.
No,
you know?
I think Maxwell's taking it personally.
He shouldn't though. That's nice of him to take it personally, but there's so much more important things.
Mm-hmm. Like mystery Polaroids
to get your ire up. That's certainly not one, and it's not to me. It's not a discretion that I would feel personally slighted by. I mean, because I know I probably do the same thing.
Yeah,
probably have done it too.
That's your patch up there under a different name.
No, it's not my.
No,
patch.
It all makes sense.
No, it's not my patch, but. Yeah, I mean, I still got a bunch of patches left. I still got to give them out, you know, and we'll see. You know, after those are gone, we'll see though. We'll rethink, you know. And I don't care. Like if a patch goes up on eBay, I mean, you do what you want with it. It's yours to do whatever you wanted to do with it. It wasn't. I gave you no instructions with it that you had to do. Had to put it or sew it on anything.
Right. There were no caveats that came along with the patch.
Yeah, I mean, that's life, man. Maybe we don't know what the circumstances were by the person who sold it on eBay. Maybe they needed money for something important, you know. That was the only thing they had of any value.
Ultimately,
I'd like
I
to
guess
think that
doesn't fucking matter.
You'd like to think that person is in dire straits.
No. I'd like to think that they were like, well,
he's resorted to selling Get 'em patches in order to survive.
I'd like to think that like he thought of it as something of value. Like he knew it, you know, which it is. It does have value. I don't
even have the new one.
I didn't think it would go for that much, but I knew it had some value.
Myself.
Nice. Do you have any of the clocked ones? You still have?
You need one?
Yeah, because I have the other one.
Okay.
You know where I keep it?
Under your pillow.
On a shelf in my living room.
Really?
Yeah. It's
wow.
Right next to the what is it? I have a Tell 'em Steve Dave artifact up there. I can't remember because I'm shot in my head, but right next to it is the patch.
All right, I'll get you the other one.
Yeah, I'd love it.
When we're out of here.
Sweet. All right, yeah, I guess Brian. So Brian got worked up. I didn't get worked up either.
No,
we
got so much going on. I mean, I'm just feeling in a great mood about claymation. I can't get worked up about a patch.
No.
You got to be so happy. That claymation was your fucking private hell.
Oh yeah, it was not fun.
I mean, you're generally a very cool cat. Like, I don't see you get worked up by shit that often. You know, seriously worked up by stuff. And man, like you had a haunted look dealing with that fucking shit.
Yeah, it was not fun, but all good things. You know, you got to climb the mountain to get to the top, to the peak. Was it called the summit? We're almost ready. I'm almost ready to summit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, how do you feel about human sacrifices, Walt? You're gonna,
Do they work?
Yeah, you're giving over a person to Satan. Of course, it was big in the 70s.
I don't think human sacrifices work. I do believe, though, that you personally can barter with the devil for something, but I don't believe that you can make a human sacrifice and have it be it paid off by the devil. Because I think that would be. I think there are rules that God has put in place.
Why would the devil obey those rules, though?
He has to. He's not more powerful than God.
You wouldn't say he's equally as powerful?
Not even close.
Well, then why doesn't God just fucking waste him?
Like, let's say, to put it in terms that people can understand. God,
we're too dumb to understand God and the devil.
God is if God was LeBron James, the devil would be like the eighth man on the basketball team, the guy who never plays a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He's still good enough to make the NBA, but he really can't fucking.
But he's the only one.
He's a second stringer.
He's not even. Yeah, he doesn't. Like, he gets garbage time, as they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your take on the devil? Because there's a lot of interpretations out there, you know?
Sure.
Because is he
red?
No. I mean,
with pointy ears and
there
a weird mustache?
Case to be made for him?
A mustache.
Like, he was like.
Misunderstood?
He was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to follow these fucking rules. Like, I want to have free will. And I want to be able to do what I want without fear of this fucking guy looking over my shoulder.
He's the ultimate rebel.
Yeah. But
what he wanted to do, though, was, is torture people.
Well, we don't know that.
Torment people.
We don't know
what
that.
He's doing now.
We don't know that.
Of course we know it.
Well, that's fucking God's propaganda machine.
Yeah, that's
that
fucking.
Shit.
That's
Wow.
Victory is, history is written by the victors. Lucifer lost that war. He got cast out. Of course, they're going to fucking write that.
But did he get too haughty? Is that why?
He got proud. Wasn't that it? Like he was.
So you're
started to
maintaining
question
that hell isn't is misunderstood, and that the things that we are taught don't happen there.
I would actually go on to say that.
Careful,
Lucifer.
Careful.
That hell doesn't even exist, Walter.
Well, I mean, we've known your thoughts on both heaven and hell.
I don't even think it exists.
We know it exists.
Now, did the devil have anything to do with?
We know it exists
with Eve.
You know it exists.
Was the devil? Was he snake?
Serpent.
He was the snake. Yeah.
Remember the apple?
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't fucking listen.
Wait, was
she
he?
had to fucking
have a fucking apple.
Yeah.
And now we're.
And then she's like, "Hey, Adam, check this out. Fucking eat this apple."
He told her, "Don't. Just don't."
Like, can you imagine that? Fucking that's the thing. Like, it's not like don't fucking don't bang this rail of Coke. Don't fuck this guy over here. Don't eat an apple.
Because it's like, I've given you everything. I've given you a garden of wonders. Just don't have this. But no, you can't.
Well, it's not that wonderful. There's a fucking snake in the fucking tree looking down at me, trying to get me to eat apples.
But I think it's more a story about, like, for God's sake, you have everything you need
except knowledge.
What do you mean?
Wasn't that the thing? Wasn't it the tree of knowledge? Wasn't that the whole thing? Like, the apple was...
Apple was the forbidden fruit.
Or am I just mixing up, like, comic book mythology or real, which is very... It wasn't like... I might be. I definitely might be doing that.
Yeah, I don't think the apple was knowledge. I think it was like, hey, you have everything you want for nothing except an apple. And because you were told you can't have it, you have to have it, which shows you are not appreciative and you're not, you don't appreciate the gifts that God gives you.
But I think the devil's
want
point.
more.
But so the devil.
What's wrong with that, though?
Can I say-
God should have it all? He's like, I'm going to judge all you guys because I gave you this shit, but you want more. You want to branch out on
But you
your own
have
a little
everything
bit.
you need. But you
They
still
didn't even
want
have
more.
clothes.
They didn't need it though. There was no
need clothes.
shame.
There's no
bro.
shame. But what if like
What, it was fat shaming fatties?
so if
I
like
don't want to live there.
if you were
You had
to put
on.
a bowl of bubble gum in the middle of the store
Yes.
and said to get them, you could have anything you want in the store, buddy. I just don't want you touching that bubble gum, right?
Right. Do I think he'd stray?
And then somebody was standing nearby and was like, "Well, that's a fucking stupid rule. Why would you put the bowl in the middle of the store? Like, put the fucking bowl behind the counter."
Because it's a test.
Well, then that person's like, "What do you bother testing him for?"
Because I want to see if he appreciates everything that he has. Does he need bubblegum too?
But that's fucking so stupid.
Wait, is he nude in this scenario?
He says we're at a fig leaf.
But like, it's sort of fig leaf.
It doesn't cover all that it should.
Oh, yeah. Is that more like a holly leaf? Like somebody fucked up? So you can see all his fucking.
You can see a lot.
You can see his
we can see
garbage.
a lot of, remember I said there's no shame?
Yeah, there's plenty of shame.
Plenty of shame.
In the garden of the stash. Walt, I know how much you love to cook exotic meals for your family.
Yes.
And what better way to do it? I mean, what are you going to do? You're a busy guy. You're not going to go to the store and get all these fucking ingredients and shit, right? Putting together recipes. You need somebody who's going to do that for you, and then you just do the cooking. And that's where Blue Apron comes in.
I love Blue Apron.
Ugh, come on. Who doesn't?
I'm not just saying it. I use it. It's great.
It can be delivered to 99% of the continental U.S.
Wonder why can't be all?
Yeah, like that 1%. I would really love to know.
Maybe there's a law in some town. Maybe they're talking about a ghost town in the middle of the desert where they're like, fuck these guys.
And 99.5% of food desserts. I don't know what that means.
My favorite thing is it's like
No, deserts. I'm sorry. Food deserts.
it's healthy. They don't send you crap. The calories are listed. So if you're looking to lose weight and you're sticking to a calorie regime, which is what I'm trying to do, it's the way to go. Every calorie that goes in your gullet is accounted for.
That's what you're doing now?
That's what I'm doing. I can't believe I mentioned I lost 6 pounds already.
Look at you, man.
Yeah. From Blue Apron. Coming I'm not even kidding. 3 times a week.
You got a little nervous. You're looking anorexic.
No, I'm not. But I appreciate you saying that.
Blue Apron, they'll get you anorexic. That's appears to be their tagline
I am
here.
using Blue Apron to lose weight, and so far it's successful. I know at least 3 days a week I'm eating well.
And you get to save money, Q, for less than $10 per meal.
Yeah, it's not crap. That's the thing. It's like good.
Yeah.
It's like fresh ingredients.
I eat shit food constantly,
Dude, you
man.
got shit in your face right now.
With Blue Apron. Yeah, I know.
It's disgusting.
And that's not even what I ate today. I ate that like 3 days ago. So, well, August is over, so forget your spiced pork burgers and your chicken tinga tacos with summer squash and tomato salsa.
I had those.
Yeah.
They were good.
That's some of the past meals. There's meals of the future.
Can't wait.
What do we got to do
Me and
here?
John Titor. Is that was the guy's name that traveled from the future?
Yeah, is that his name, Walt?
John Titor,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that the time traveling guy?
the guy who was running.
No.
No, I remember that
Wasn't it John
Titor, that
Titor?
guy, he claimed to be a time traveler.
Oh yeah. Why'd you bring that up? I wasn't paying
We were
attention.
talking about meals from the future.
Yeah,
Meals from the future.
yeah,
Oh,
like he's cooking them right now.
Yeah.
He
John
already
Titor.
knows what's on like November's fucking
That's got to be the
menu.
freshest meals of all. Meals from the future. I would stay away from meals from the past, though.
Yeah. You don't want to see my meals from the past. It's fucking, I blow up balls right and left.
Just come to this glass table. Check out my past meals.
Go to that's blueapron.com/TESD.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Oh, that's their actual tagline. Okay.
Nice.
But I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know. In the last couple weeks, it's been kind of touch and go with me and get them. This week, though,
Yeah.
you asked me about the bubblegum test.
Yeah.
I could leave the most delicious and bubbly bubble gum
Right.
in a bowl with a spotlight shining on it, and I could be like, get him. You can have everything the stash offers, and me, and more.
Me?
And Mike, and everything. All our
You can
friendship,
have me.
You can have Mike. Mike's like, huh?
our friendship, our camaraderie, everything that comes with it. You're you're getting a paycheck. You're everything that comes with
Benefits.
the benefits, everything that comes with being a member here, being
Right.
one. Just don't eat that bubblegum.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna touch it. He's not gonna go after that bubblegum.
What if it's chicken tender tacos in there instead of bubblegum? Do you have the same faith? I mean, what a weird thing. You should do it just so he's like,
Yeah, really, you should do it.
oh, did we reveal the shoplifting scenario?
Oh no, we never did talk about that. I don't think we ever even talked about it like this scenario to Q. I don't think we ever told
Yeah,
him the test. But let's go real quick. Though. We'll end
Wait.
with that. I did a little scientific experiment with Get him.
Okay.
He failed it, but still, it was.
It wasn't for lack of like.
Not for.
It wasn't like a bubblegum type scenario. It was.
Who cooked this up?
Well, first off,
Where did this start? Get me to
Okay.
the root of this.
I
it
guess
started with Kevin.
Kevin did Kevin on
I
the
love
set.
it already. That Get Him is on Kevin's radar, and that Kevin is plotting against him. This is already amazing.
No, we were filming the last bits of Comic Book Man, where Kevin comes into town and we do the podcast.
Yeah.
part. And I guess he does this thing with his phone where he can videotape us on his phone,
It's Facebook Live.
and people can see us
Okay,
on the internet.
Sure.
and people can see it live.
sure.
And
That's
I guess,
Facebook has that now.
Facebook Live is what that's the
So it's like
roundabout.
Periscope.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
but he also, but wait a minute though. I don't know if you know this, but you could also watch at a later date too. You
Okay.
don't have to watch it live. Like if you're following him or whatever, you can see that video anytime
Okay.
you want, unless he deletes
I
it.
didn't know that, but now I do.
I guess Ginnam watched the video of us from Kevin's feed, and Kevin made a joke. I don't know what in context was. It's like, I guess all the comic book men are here filming this today. So if you're at the stash, it's going to be an easy day for you to shoplift because
Okay.
we're all here. It was a joke. Get him later that night texted me and said, I wish Kev didn't say that about, that it's easy to shoplift at the stash. And I was like, well, first off, I said it was a joke.
What-
Obviously, he didn't mean it. And he goes, oh, because if I'm working, it's not easy to shoplift at the stash.
Okay.
And I was like, well, don't.
Pride, just like Satan.
Pride goeth before the fall.
Yeah. One of Walt's most favorite angels.
And I said, well, don't
Love that you're fielding this.
And I said, this was a text. I said, don't break your arm. I said, patting yourself on the back. I said, because I guarantee you that, somebody could shoplift right under your nose. You wouldn't even know it. And he goes, not a chance. Not a chance. And repeated it. And I said, really? I go, so when you're playing your fucking Pokemon game, you're telling me that you're able to watch as everybody's in that store? And he goes, oh, you saw me playing the Pokemon game? And I said, I tell you what, I said, let's have a little test. I said, tomorrow, I said, I will send a plant in. I said, as a shoplifter. And if you can catch them in the act of shoplifting, I will bow to your security skills.
Okay.
And he was reluctant to do it. He said he maintained because a plant has no fear of getting caught, so they will act differently than a real
He
shoplifter.
kind of has a point.
I said, I take that point into consideration. I said, but as a scientific experiment, let's just do it anyway. And he said, well, okay, but do you really want me being like a super vigilant sentry as people walk through the door?
Well, he should just do what he's doing.
Well, no, I do again. I took that point and I was like, no, what? I don't want you to be like this over aggressive.
Because that's not what he's doing. That's what I'm saying. He should act like he normally acts if people can't get it on the right.
A good point.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'll take this out of the. Okay, let me put this into the equation. The plant then won't be a customer. I said, it will be a member of the Comic Book Men productions crew.
Okay.
And at some point, they will come in and they will steal $100 worth of stuff under your nose.
Wow.
Now, my idea was to send all the black crew members in at once and see how he dealt with that situation. but decided against that.
I squashed that
Yeah,
one.
Walt
I
said no.
felt like I couldn't go and ask that of the crew.
You guys know stereotypes, right?
Those guys would have totally done it to fuck with
They
Gil,
definitely
though.
would have done
Yes.
it. Yeah. But-
And so I said, and so the next day I was like, "Are you up for it? We're going to do this today?" And he was like, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." And I was just like, "Why? You were so boastful and you were so cocksure." I said, "Why are you so unwilling to put up or shut up?" And he goes, "Because," he goes, I won't prove anything." He goes, I go, "It will prove everything." I said, "Let's do it." I go, and he was like, "All right, let's do it."
You actually don't even need his permission to do this test because,
Right.
according to him, test or not, he's catching them.
Yeah.
So-
but I wanted to and then he said, and I said, "Look, I'll even give you the parameters." I said, "We won't do it during the hours of 1 to 3 because I know that's when we're busiest because when we would shut down, the production would stop and regular customers could come in. So the store is in a closed atmosphere and the crew is going to come in and take $100 worth of stuff under his nose and walk out with it." But I did throw him a curveball. I didn't have a crew member do it. I had there's a kid that hangs out here. He's like 15 years old. He hangs out here a lot, and he's on a first name basis. We give him he can hang out while we're shooting. He's that great a kid.
Okay.
And I had him steal volumes 1 through 7 of Sin City and walk out, not under his shirt, just under his arm with all 7 books. Right out the front door as Gidim fucking was sitting there with a stupid look on his face as he was talking on the phone.
He was talking to the guy who took a piss on the floor
he was talking
in the bathroom.
Wait, what happened
to
now?
Walter.
You married?
Oh, really?
He
Yeah.
was talking to that guy on the phone, and I sent the kid out.
What that fucking conversation must have been like. Jesus Christ.
For so long, too.
And I told him to go out to the front. I said, "Go sit on the park bench, and I'll send Gidim out, when to come back in." So I told Gidim, I was like, "Stop talking on the phone." I go, "Jack has something out there he needs to talk to you about." And he came back in. His face was fucking red as a tomato.
It really was. I was out there, like, laughing. When he saw those books, and Jack didn't really know what was going on, the kid. When Gidim saw those books, he's like, he was pissed. He was pissed that he did that, And then he had all these reasons as to why. And Walt's like, "Well, why the fuck didn't you just hang up?" And he's like, "He would. Have you ever talked to him? He'll just call you right back." It's like, so what? Like, so what? But he didn't like that that he got.
Most people don't.
Right.
Getting got sucks.
But yeah, so I mean, again, I take it as just like how they train people at the airport to not get things through. I told them I'll be doing that from time to time here, though.
Okay.
I'll send them plants just to keep him on his toes.
That's great.
I want to come in dressed in an old man suit and try to get out from under him.
That'd be amazing. You should dress as that mime with the hat and shit.
Oh, wow.
I want someone to do me up like a 99-year-old guy to come in and I want to get him. I want to got him.
You know who could do it?
Got him, Steve Dave.
I mean, if he's in the area and he's like, "Sure, I guess," I'll bet you Kurtzman could do it.
Oh yeah, but so he's going to devote 12 hours to make me look like an old man.
Yeah,
So
he's like, "That'll be $4,000."
Well, just put on blackface and do it. You'll be all right. Nobody will recognize you.
all right. Well, that was the get, but anyway, but to go back to the most important test though,
Yeah.
Gidim is not taking one piece of bubblegum.
Okay.
I believe he is. He's very rule centric and very rule oriented.
Yeah.
So I believe he would respect the rules.
Satan would not get him.
If Gidim was Adam, or he was Eden, or he was Eve,
Right.
we wouldn't be in the mess we're in right now. Because he would follow those
We'd
rules.
all be in that garden. Well, we probably wouldn't be alive then.
Why?
I mean, it's the original fucking arranged marriage. It's like, okay, so God created some guy, and out of his spare parts, he's like, "I guess I'll build a woman."
It wasn't, I guess. He was asked.
Who asked? Oh, Adam was like, "Hey, build me something to bang."
I don't think it was that crude. I want companionship.
He's like, "I
so.
need to beget someone."
I think it was about I'm lonely. It
Yeah.
would be nice to have a companion.
He's like, "I gave you a fucking snake." What's with the?
Well,
It says here, why did Satan fall from heaven? Because of pride. He desired to be God, not to be a servant. Notice the many "I will" statements in Isaiah and Ezekiel, blah, 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 describe Satan as an exceedingly beautiful angel. Satan was likely the highest of all angels, the anointed cherub, the most beautiful of all God's creations.
Cherub.
But not content in his position. Instead, he desired to be God, to essentially kick God off his throne and take over the universe.
Cherubs ain't good looking.
I know. They're like fat little fucking babies.
cherub?
Like they're always carrying banners around, like those sheets. That is essentially what Satan tempted Adam and Eve with in the Garden of Eden. How did he fall from heaven? Actually, fall is not an accurate description. It would be far more accurate to say he was cast out. He was not cast. He was pushed out.
You on your ass on the way out.
Yeah, man. Don't let your tail get stuck in it. Jerk off.
Well, here is something that says that Adam had a first wife named Lilith.
Damn.
Who refused to be subservient to him, and then she banged the angel of death.
That is fucking
and
awesome,
their babies.
Man. That's some metal shit right there.
Their babies were demons.
Is this some sort of like some sort of fan fiction?
No, it's Hebrew. It's Hebrew.
The angel of death.
What the fuck? Now, see, when I went to church when I was young, if they were talking about that shit, I would have been like, all right, there's some down with.
Well, is the angel of death Lucifer? Or is that
there are some. It appears that some of them are saying he is, but then other people are saying no. He is the chief angel of the fifth heaven. I don't even know there was more than one heaven. In Judaism, Samael is said to be the angel of death, one of the seven archangels, the ruler over the fifth heaven, and commander of 2 million angels. But he banged Lilith.
Do you believe angels watch over you?
Well, no.
No.
Of course not.
No, because why wouldn't they be watching over more worthy people?
Well, that's not what I said.
Not that you're not worthy.
Yeah.
But, like when little kids die and shit, like where's their angel? I don't buy that. I never did buy the whole it's all part of God's bigger plan, or God needed another angel like that kind of, that is the fucking most bullshit answer.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, that's what happens. People die. Not everybody
also,
makes it.
You've got to accept, though, that the human mind can't comprehend the big picture. Just can't.
Right. So just admit it instead of making up stupid shit and pushing it onto kids, right?
Pushing what onto kids?
Like some of the fucking religious nonsense that I was fed when I went to church. Like everything, like Pam, dude, it was literal out of the Bible shit that I'm like you can't be for real.
Like what? What was
parting the Red Sea? Like that, then you're talking magical shit.
Yeah, well, the whole,
people living
miracles.
to 900 years old,
They're called miracles, though.
No, it's called bullshit. It's not called miracles. The plagues, things that people used to think are plagues and we now recognize as like natural phenomenon, It's, I don't know. I think it's why I became such a cynical, skeptical fuck is because my mother believed anything and everything she was told and would just, I think I've said it before where we're Methodists and I'm like 8 or 9 and I'm like, well, what about our relatives who are Jewish or friends who are Catholics? Yeah, they're all going to hell because they don't believe the same things we do. And it's just, as opposed to I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know is a good enough answer.
Sometimes it's the only answer because she doesn't know.
But some people are so unwilling to say, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They want to provide an answer even to questions that they have no answer for, but yet they're unwilling to admit they don't know the answers. That bugs me.
I wanted to ask you this. Yeah. I watched it the other day on Netflix. It's a documentary about this religious, I guess you would eventually, you would call it a cult. It's called Holy Hell, right?
Yeah, I saw it on CNN.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched some of it.
This is what it is, Q. An ex-member charts his path from idealism to disenchantment in a California cult when alarming revelations about the group's leader come to light. But you see the people, right? I mean, and it's not the first time you've seen this in a cult. You've seen it in the Manson family. You've seen it in the Branch Davidians. You've seen it in the Jonestown people. You saw it in these people. You see, you see it constantly is this level of happiness and fulfillment and contentment that you're like, this can only be the product of mental disease, you know, because they're so happy and seem to be so enveloped with this like aura of love. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Could you see yourself in circumstances where you buy into it? Or you're not just sitting back being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, if things can, like, if a life turns the wrong way here, takes a wrong turn there, you're in a desperate place. You're in a mode of like, I need something so bad. I don't care what it is. I need to fill this horrible hole.
Yeah, it's called roxycodone.
And this guy sounds like he has all the answers. And if I just do this, I'm going to be happy. But that happiness you see on camera is unsustainable, though. Mm-hmm. You know, dancing in a forest for 16 hours with a euphoric, you know, face.
Yeah.
You know, your reality creeps in. It's like, well, okay, we danced for 16 hours today, but we can't fucking eat because nobody has any money. You know, you know, it's like.
But early on, it seemed like their system did work. It's like, you know, oh, you don't have a lot of money, so you become what's it called? You cook or something.
Well, what's
like
that called?
Barter system.
You get a community. I forget what it's
like
called.
A commune?
Commune, yeah.
Right.
Then it works, but only for a little time. You know, for a short time.
Because people get bored, right? They're like, I don't know. Like, we danced 16 hours a day for the past fucking 3 weeks.
The cult leader is like, well, he looks sick. How is he sick? Because he's getting old. Mm-hmm. Or his fucking brain tumor is fucking acting up so bad. The reason that most of these cult leaders have, most of them have a tumor or something that's...
Yeah, like some sort of catastrophic brain disease.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh shit, I've been listening to this motherfucker the whole
time. You know, and they're getting more and more delusional and more like paranoid. That begins to hammer home how fucked they are that they listen to this
yeah, like those, like the Hellbop people.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, first off, to be like, all right, we're all going to kill ourselves because we're going to jump on a fucking spaceship. It's like, I mean, the spaceship part sounds pretty good. Killing, not so great. And he's like, then he takes it another step and he's like, we're all going to wear the same sneakers. I'm like, now you're just throwing out random shit to see what people go along with.
Didn't we, in the original Overkill run, interview?
Yeah.
The guy who ran his website? The guy who's
still doing websites, is still running it, waiting for the return.
Yeah.
Of Doe and I forget who the other.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Man, that was a good interview.
Yeah, he won't go on audio or camera, but he'll answer emails.
No, but I remember we sent him. We were like, and he was like, as long as the questions are respectful, I'll answer them. And he, true to his word, answered every fucking question.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a vortex in my pants?
Well, that's also in those episodes of Overkill.
Well, what was your story about? You believe it's human sacrifice?
Oh yeah, okay. So in the 70s, it was big, man. People were constantly offering up human sacrifices.
Usually it's a virgin.
Right. Yeah, Race with the Devil, remember? They
Why does the devil want a virgin, Q?
He doesn't.
Well, no. I mean, why do people think he wants a virgin, I guess?
Why do people think
because that's the ultimate sinless person being given over to him for his mechanisms.
His machinations.
There's no greater sin than fornication.
Not even murder.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying a virgin is
resembles purity.
Pure, not touched.
Represents, not resembles.
Right. By man's icky stick.
Yeah, his fucking foot long.
Yeah, his fucking get him, has him pushed aside that fig leaf. And
yeah, he's like, check this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really not just Satan, but like gods, like, you know, like Aztec gods and this god and that god. Everybody wants a virgin. Oh, throw her in a volcano. Oh, fucking, you know.
Well, I mean,
chuck her in a fucking pit. Whatever.
It's not like it's
I don't want a virgin.
It's still on the rise today. I mean, there's still some religions out there that want virgins, right? Promised 72 virgins.
Yep.
It's still sought after. These gals are in demand.
And this is nothing against virgin females. But let's say you're a fucking asshole suicide bomber, right? Oh. And you're like, all right, I do this. Muhammad's going to be pretty pleased with me. And not only that, I get 72 girls with zero sexual experience.
Right.
Like, how is that fucking fun? I'd be like, give me 72 sluts.
Yeah,
And then
now
maybe
you're
I'll-
fucking talking.
Now
Get me
you're
72
talking.
strippers in here.
You get 72 strippers, I'll fucking blow up whatever the fuck you want me to blow
Yeah.
up.
I'll blow up the stash.
I'll blow up that fucking bowl of bubblegum. I don't give a fuck.
It's too bad that they're. I mean, well, not too bad, but it's. It would be easier if there was more female suicide bombers, because it's probably a lot easier to find 72 male virgins.
Yeah.
Yeah, at a Comic-Con.
Yeah, I was saying,
72,000.
I could round up a bunch. Guys, come here. I want female suicide
Like,
bombers.
what is the male virgin in that religion? What is they regulated to if they die before they fornicated?
I have no clue, man.
What do you think that are they promised to anybody? You think?
I don't know. I don't know.
These are questions for Tell 'em Steve Dave's official Muslim Wabsy.
We have one, right?
Yeah.
Still around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I would like. I mean, and this is a serious, but like, I wonder what is there some sort of special place for the male virgin? Well, and
Fucking mockery.
Yeah. Like, so,
but you've kept
Getting gear,
what are you
dude.
talking about? It's only okay for the female to be pure.
Yeah.
double standard. They exist in
a
every
reason.
fucking
Oh,
religion, every ethnic
But like,
group.
yeah, but like, let's go back throughout history. All these religions who covet the female virgin, not a mention of the fucking male virgin.
Well,
Why is that?
because that's embarrassing.
For who?
Hopefully for the dude, he's got to be out there trying to make it happen.
But
Yeah.
at least in afterlife, he should be rewarded, though, right?
I guess, but I mean, it's
You
going to
should
be
be
a
punished.
backhand.
It'd been like, dude, you should have been slaying ass when you were on fucking Earth.
I
Now
gave
look
you
at
life for a reason, you
Yeah.
fucking chump.
And you come to me with a dry boner, you fuckhead. You make me sick.
Get behind me, Satan.
Okay, so anyway, the human sacrifice ceremony, and this is from a couple weeks ago, at Geneva's CERN laboratory, involving cloaked men stabbing a woman at night, was investigated by chiefs at a world-famous science center, okay? So this is the place where they do, like, the particle acceleration, that lab.
that's going to open up a black hole on Earth? Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. So at the same facility where they have the machine that can open a black hole, there's speculation that they also performed a human sacrifice?
They launched an investigation into a video filmed at night on its Geneva campus depicting,
Seriously?
a mock ritual human sacrifice.
Oh, okay. It was for play, like for Halloween they did it.
I guess. I mean, it was a couple weeks ago. The bizarre video, which is circulated online, shows individuals in black cloaks gathering at the main square at Europe's top physics lab in what appears to be a reenactment of an occult ceremony. So I guess they're saying that they're sacrificing a girl and it's always a girl, it's never a guy, virgin or not, to Satan in order to get, I guess, their particle accelerator to work.
Oh, so they believe that
That's how much nerds fucking want to get this shit going.
Yeah, but they can't even, if you're not going to go through with it, it's not going to do anything.
That's like just doing it just to have a laugh. Then,
Well, they're saying that those responsible had access badges.
did this really happen?
Yeah. It says, I mean, they're saying that it was a mock.
Or maybe they're trying to cover it up, Walt.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Is this a cover up? They host machinery carrying out some of the world's most elaborate particle research, including an enormously powerful proton smasher.
I don't believe that's true. Anyway,
You don't think they can smash protons?
Nope.
What are they doing?
just building big machines and saying they fucking got the keys to the universe and shit when they don't know nothing.
So they could scare everyone?
Yeah.
They're like,
big
we're
machines.
smashing protons. I'd be like, what does that do?
Right. Because again, most people are like, well, I'm working 2 jobs to make ends meet.
Yeah.
I don't have time to investigate what that even means. So people are just like, oh, okay, well,
That's where my tax money is going.
don't cause a black hole, I hope. And that's it. And you forget about it.
Right.
And what's the purpose of smashing a proton? Just to say you did it?
Are they smashing protons?
Well, yeah, they said it's the home of a very powerful proton smasher.
Well, why are they doing a sacrifice? The machine's not working, right? All this money poured into it and it don't do shit.
Well, let's see.
It's a big can opener.
Oh, it smashes protons trying to find previously undiscovered particles.
Oh.
So they smash a proton like you would, like, say, break a bottle, and they try, you know.
And they want to see
Sift
what was
through it.
inside.
And they're
it.
trying to find out what's inside it to see if they can find that God particle or whatever, maybe.
The keys to the universe.
Keys to the universe, yeah. So they can fucking unlock it. We'll have a
Well,
bunch of fucking devils running around.
Keys in the universe is in a book.
Is that book the Bible, I'm assuming?
Don't assume.
Okay. So,
But
yeah.
everyone's looking for the keys of the universe everywhere, but where it really is.
In the Bible. It's just- okay. We got it.
Kind of a fucking straightforward.
Yeah, I know. He's trying to be all cryptic. Just,
Is that being too on the money for you? Or
it's a little on the nose, yeah.
the keys of the universe are where they've always been.
Seek and you shall find.
How's that?
Right.
Is that better? Is that a little bit more vague?
Everybody
Is that
knows
vague
what
enough?
you mean.
I don't want to come across too heavy-handed.
Yeah.
But the Bible's so judgmental and angry. Like,
Oh, I found some weird Bible shit today, man. I was
Yeah.
reading something. Yeah, there's some pretty violent. I mean, it's for another time because
Well, that's because we live in a world that doesn't want any judgments. That's why it feels like it's too judgmental for you.
could you expand that? What do you mean?
We live in a world now where we're trying to society is trying to take away judgment. Judgments are seen as ugly and as either what's it called when you're when you don't like girls.
Okay.
No,
homosexual.
no. When you're hate.
Oh, misogynist.
Oh,
Yeah,
misogynistic.
judgments can be racially motivated, sexually motivated.
Right.
So that's we move.
Humor motivated.
You move away from. You were trying to move away from the society of take away all judgments. So that's why you're feeling the effects of that now.
Yeah.
So that's why when you hear stuff like the Bible's talking about, it sounds so judgmental. You're like,
Right.
well, that's too harsh.
So you're saying
Too much for me.
you're saying that a tolerant society is against the notions laid out in the Bible.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Mm-hmm.
definitely there's definitely things in the Bible that are too harsh for
Right.
that people don't want to.
And it's
hear.
society's fault, not the Bible's fault.
You ever hear of a little town called Sodom and Gomorrah?
I have, yeah.
Have you heard of what happened to them?
Didn't they get turned to salt? Yeah.
Pillars.
Well, no. I mean, wasn't it Lot's wife that got turned into a pillar of salt because he's like, don't look back. She looks back and he's like, you fucking dumb bitch.
Again,
I told
don't
you not
eat
to.
the apple.
Yeah.
I got to go eat the apple.
Don't chew the gum.
Look back. Oh, let me look and see what's going on over here.
What's going on over there?
Just fucking do what you're told. Why is it so hard?
I will tell you this: if God fucking told me to do something directly, I would have to listen to him.
You say that now, but there's an example after example of people being told directly by God, don't
Sure.
do this. And they went ahead and did it anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for me, I think if God was like, "Don't do this," I would probably not do it.
Okay, what if it was something as simple as don't watch, don't read this book. It's
Yeah.
like this new comic book.
God said it to me.
Yes. You would be like, I wonder why he said that. Why would he say that?
I don't think that would
What
be
is
the
in that
first
book?
fucking thing on my mind. I'd be like, what the fuck? He exists?
Wait, so God himself told you
Yeah,
this?
like George
You would-
Bird's God came
You
down.
wouldn't be
God,
all
version.
about trying to figure out why he told you not to read it?
I'd be like, wait, so I'm good.
You have
as-
to rethink your entire fucking life now.
Yeah, but I would be like, I'm good as long as I don't read that comic. I'd be like, well, that's fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot read that comic.
But you wouldn't be. But you're inquisitive. Is that the right word?
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive mind.
No.
The way you're built wouldn't be like, why would he?
No,
tell
the
me?
way
What's
I'm
in that
built-
book that he doesn't want me to see?
The way I'm built would be like, I can do a lot of fun things now and not worry about it because I got it made as long as I don't
Oh,
fucking
that's
do this
not a
book.
free pass to just become a fucking. Become a,
Why? Adam and Eve had no other rules
Hugh
besides
Liglia.
that. There's no other rules besides that.
Well, he didn't say that. See, that's you doing.
But in the Garden of
that's you.
Eden, there was no other rules.
Yeah, but
Don't
he-
eat the apple. Do whatever you want.
You're not
just
in
don't eat
Garden
that
of Eden.
apple.
You're still on fucking Staten Island.
which to some is considered
complete opposite.
You said there's no hell. You're wrong.
right.
Nothing but serpents.
But he didn't say you could do anything you want. He just said, Q,
Yeah,
there's a new issue of your favorite comic book is coming out next week.
right.
You can never read it.
Okay.
That's it. Now you're taking that into being like, I can do whatever I want now.
Well, I'm just going by the right. You're right. I can see that point. So I wouldn't read it.
But you wouldn't want to
That
know
motherfucker's
why?
going to turn me to salt.
You wouldn't know. You want to know why he's forbidden it for you?
I mean,
Why he's made that your forbidden fruit?
I would just assume he's an asshole.
Okay, let's
But I
say
wouldn't-
something more
but he's a
meaningful.
powerful
It's like
asshole.
you can't do any. No more of this. No more.
No more hanky panky.
No more hanky panky. It's forbidden.
Oh, come on.
I would probably have to.
Because if you
go with
or, and if you do it,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you three shots at this. First time you do it,
Yeah.
covered in boils
Okay.
for the rest of your life.
Like I currently
horrible,
He has to put on even more Band-Aids.
horrible boils.
Okay.
painful,
So I'm probably not
nasty.
getting laid a second time then. But all right.
Second time you
Then
do
again,
it.
someone did marry Gidim, so
Second time you do it, limb falls off. Limbs just
Okay.
turn black and they just fall off.
okay.
Third time
And then
you
I
do it.
managed to get laid a third time anyway.
Yeah, I have to imagine your standards are dropping precipitously as time goes on.
Third time you do it, that's it. You're fucking cast down into hell.
Yeah.
Then you don't got to worry about getting laid anymore because your fucking ass is getting fucking peppered left and right by fucking demon dick. It's a fucking
The only thing real in hell is your ass.
sauteed.
Yeah. They're making a stew of your anus.
Your boil infested ass is
Yeah.
fucking
I probably
just
would
been
have.
pierced
Can I jerk off?
while you're getting demons going
No,
down
no.
on you.
With these rules.
Yeah, is the demon giving him a reach around?
Then it don't sound so bad.
Yeah, he just said you cannot fornicate.
Yeah, I mean, if I felt my heart that if I did, I would get boils and my limb would falls off, I could probably stay away
You've had
from it.
enough.
Yeah,
You've had a good run.
I'm done.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Especially since I could jerk off. That's fucking great.
Here's
Glad to hear it. I think a lot of people listening are happy to hear that too. That you respect the word of God enough to fucking
to not fucking fuck 3 times and rot his way into hell. Yeah. That's a hard choice.
God's a bully at that point.
Even if he just did it one
See?
time.
That's today's society talking about that. You think back when he told Job that he wasn't
He was
calling
being
God
a dick. He was kind of being a dick.
but there was no.
Why are there all these conditions?
You can't. Again, your brain can't comprehend why these.
He
conditions
sounds like
are
a fucking psycho.
Yeah, he does. He sounds like he's mentally deranged.
Yeah.
He's just making up random shit. Be like, okay, now here's the rules, and the next day the rules might be totally different.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Satan sounds like he fucking kind of knows what the deal is to me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna put up with this fucking shit forever, like an eternity.
Yeah.
Beautiful as I am.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is a.
You guys, hopefully before you will
You sound like my mom now.
come around. Hopefully before you have a chance to come back and repair
Well,
the bridge.
let's hope. There's always hope.
That bridge it's a one-way bridge though. It's still open to you. You just gotta
Right.
fucking
All right.
build it.
I hope so. Not ruling it out, Walt.
This
Nobody
is
ever should.
Good.
This is an early judgment that could still apply today. Thou shalt not tranny trick thy way into the wrong bathroom. No. It says, okay, this is where an example of Jesus being a real jerk. Early in the morning, as Jesus was on his way back to the city, he was hungry. Seeing a fig tree by the road, he went up, but found nothing on it except leaves. Then he said to it, now he's talking to a tree now,
Cool.
may you never bear fruit again. Immediately, the tree withered.
Well, that's just a temper tantrum.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Jesus, so he is a pretty good, I mean, not many people have bad things to say about Jesus.
No, he comes off as pretty fucking cool.
Like a likable guy,
Yeah.
you know?
So all of a sudden now you're worried about a tree dying?
I'm not really
Well,
worried
it's a
about the
temper
tree so
tantrum.
much, but it is just like, now you got to curse a tree just because it didn't have any figs on it.
I am worried about an aspect of God that is having temper tantrums. That's fucking pretty scary.
Got a lot to deal with, man.
Here you go, virgin shit again. No, this is God. Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known men intimately. But all the girls who have not known men intimately, spare for yourselves. Oh, that's fucking... So again, keep all the virgins.
So I'm fucking back in Asian, wherever the fuck this is, and I'm married, and me and my wife love each other, and we're faithful to each other all these years, but just because we had sex after we got married, she's getting put to death?
Yeah.
That sounds
so
reasonable.
are you, I guess. Oh, no, just the young boys. Then they're going to kill your son, too. Little baby Q.
That's insane. Who requests that?
This is a great one. I've read this before. I remember reading this as a kid and fucking thinking it was hysterical. Elisha went up to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, some boys came out of the town and jeered at him. "Get out of here, Baldy!" They said, "Get out of here, Baldy!"
Did this on the Christmas one, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah.
He turned around, looked at them, and called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord.
Out, right?
Yeah, 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 boys. Now, this is a guy who's like, I got no hair.
Okay, so you wouldn't fucking want to do that to some fucking asshole on the internet? Some troll on the internet? You wouldn't want to fucking have him walk out, "You're not so angry" at one point? Because this is not God doing that.
He's like, "Hey, Beardy, hey, Beardy."
Yeah, you wouldn't want to fucking...
And I'm like, whoa!
You wouldn't
There's 42 of them.
I'll get this board shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've had a little tantrum.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've had tantrums. I have tantrums all the time.
Yeah.
But he's not Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't Jesus who did that.
No, it was Jesus with the fig tree.
Right, but the bear
Jesus
thing,
killed a fig tree for no reason.
The bear thing was not him. That was some other guy.
He's a punk. He's a neighborhood punk.
Yeah, man.
I think some of those
Fucking trees out of season, and like everybody's got a fucking...
Those are not really. I don't take it literally. I think those are just metaphors for their stories and examples.
Okay.
So the fig tree thing is not really a tree. He was hungry, and some fucking merchant had run out of food. And Jesus is like, "You fucking cunt." And then he just,
God damn it.
And then he fucking burns his stand to the ground.
They probably would have said that, though, if that happened.
Yeah,
it probably was a tree.
He did flip over all those money.
You think it probably was a tree?
It probably just was a tree.
Yeah, you're right. What was your second story? Was it a good one?
It wasn't that good. It was about this.
That fucking Polaroid one's good, man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I'll scan it and I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll scan it. I'll give you a good picture of it. Football is back this week, Colonel.
Yeah.
You got any picks has the Colonel got any hot picks for this week?
I'm in 2 football pools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going to perform well this week?
Who's playing?
Everybody. It's fucking opening weekend.
I gotta go with the fucking. Gotta go with the Giants.
Who's your team?
My team?
Yeah.
Probably Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys?
They had the cheerleaders.
Yeah, but Romo's out. They're going to have a rough year again. Yeah, another rough year.
I'm going to go then the New York Giants.
New York Giants.
Or the
Are
Jets.
you discounting Dak Prescott's abilities, Walt?
Oh, from the
Tony Romo's backup? He's an attractive player at quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
You better hope so if you're a Cowboy fan. Yeah, I mean, I love this time of year. It's hard to get into football immediately,
right.
But I love when the weather turns a bit chillier and there's a night game on.
Right.
And you could just get a comforter and put it on the couch, get the 2 dogs there laying side by side, and you're just watching Pigskin all night.
Right.
There's nothing better than that.
I saw something the other day. You'll already know this. But
I can think of like a million things better than
Really?
that.
There's no finer evening in my life than just sitting there watching football all night when it's cold out. And if it's raining out, it's even better because you get that chill in the air.
That's cool.
You just get the comfort. You get the 2 dogs keeping you warm, and you're watching your team.
Nice.
It doesn't even matter who wins.
You don't care?
Spectacle of watching football.
Somebody showed me a football clip that, Walt, you will undoubtedly already know, but it made me almost be like, that's what I'm missing. I got to check it out. And it was Odell Beckham's one-handed catch.
Oh, you never saw that?
I never saw it. Holy fuck, that was impressive.
That reminded me of the soccer guy running because it didn't look real.
It was.
That's a freak of nature.
We watched a guy have the best moment of his life.
Well, he's he's actually mentioned in this ad. Odell Beckham Jr. will go mad against the Cowboys. Yes, he's expensive. At
what team's he on?
He's on the Giants.
Oh, well, then I'm a Giants fan.
He's worth it. Go Giants. For value, Marvin Jones Jr. as number 2 wide receiver for Detroit. Probably a shootout in Indy, and he only cost $5,500. This is all about having fun, Q.
Yeah.
And we have a league there.
And it's back in New York. FanDuel's back in New York now. They got
right.
booted out.
No, well, they tried to boot him out, but they couldn't. They couldn't boot out the FanDuel. But you said you're in a couple fantasy leagues, but there's only one fantasy league that matters, Q, and that's the TESD league.
Well, I got to get in on that. Who wants to run it for me? Anyone?
Who wants to win me some money?
Go sign up today. Go to FanDuel.com, click the Join Now button, and use my code TESD. How about this?
Okay.
I got patches.
Oh,
I got patches to the person who finishes in last.
Oh,
place
nice.
This week, and the person who finishes in first.
Okay.
I'm giving away 2 patches. Email me on Monday, KMuse2. Show me a screenshot of you finishing last. And the other guy show me a screenshot of them finishing in first.
nice. And we didn't even give a shit if you put those patches right on eBay.
Well, I don't. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with them,
Right.
but I also know that we're not getting a lot of traffic to the FanDuel TSD league.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? Well, because FanDuel fucked it up last time. They said it was ready to go, and it wasn't. People were trying to join. This time, I'm sure FanDuel has spared no expense in cleaning up the
Sure.
the clutter and the problems that they had with the Tell 'em Steve Dave Fantasy League.
Also,
You should hear
FanDuel-
these guys. Go ahead.
I was going to say they sponsored Impractical Jokers last year, so I'm double dipping on
You
them.
have a soft spot in your heart.
Yeah, I do.
You should hear these guys on the crew, like on the production crew, talk about fantasy football, fantasy league. They say the word fantasy over and over and over again without mentioning women at all. And I'm like, what the fuck's with you guys, man? At the rap party, Duncan had his computer out. As Nichelle is giving like this heartfelt speech about the season, his laptop is out and it's like dinging whenever one of Duncan's guys, like he gets him or whatever. I don't know how it works, but I was just like, this guy can't even fucking.
It's addictive.
Yeah, I guess
People
so.
love it.
I mean, it's addictive. I don't know. It says here, Q, I'm trying to figure out, but it just says we are doing our own listener league. If you want to play in the TSD listener league, go to FanDuel.com/TESD. There is a $5 entry. So I heard there was only one person in the league right now for us.
Oh,
There's
boy.
only one guy in there. So he's definitely, if he's the only person, he's
getting two
definitely
He's getting both patches.
he's getting both patches.
Yeah. You know what? Is it hard to figure out?
You know what I'll do?
What? More?
I'll give anybody who joins this league this week a patch.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
shit,
As
man.
long as I have enough patches to go around, I got about.
Can't you say like the first fucking
Yeah, that guy.
100 people?
That guy with the fucking eBay patch right now is like, oh shit.
All right, I'll
Wait,
give the first.
Hold on a second. How much?
25
Wait.
people.
Before you say this, how much is FanDuel paying us versus how much do the fucking patches cost? Because you might be busting us out right out of the profitability. You don't even care.
I don't even care. I want to get rid of these patches. I want to give them.
right.
They're causing some strife. They're causing some controversy. I'd rather just get rid of them at this point.
I get on to the third patch.
Get back to what matters, which is FanDuel.
25 people. Doesn't matter where you finish. The first 25 people are going to get a patch.
All right.
And I know that's only open to, I think, to people in America, but there's nothing I can do about that.
All right. Move to
Think about it, man. You pay $5, even if you fucking lose, you get a patch anyway. People are paying upwards of $87 to $100 for a patch online. Like if you want a patch, there's a way to do it.
$5, you're guaranteed a patch. First 25 people.
Wow.
We don't fucking see a nickel of it.
Yeah, we're losing the money on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how much we fucking believe in FanDuel.
We're like Crazy Eddie.
At the
bro.
last second, Walt figured out a fucking patch scheme.
Did you guys see this soccer match where they caught a time traveler on camera?
No, I missed that one.
How do I get to history on here?
You see the book, the little book up top? Like it looks like an open book on the left-hand side.
I don't even have the fucking energy to argue this one, man.
But it's at a soccer game, so I thought that
Thought you would like it.
yeah.
Soccer game,
Time traveler.
time travel.
I mean, this one's hard to deny. It's on a televised soccer game,
Okay.
and you see this person, and they theorize this could be how time travel is really done. Again, it's so visual, Bri. I'm not sure if it's worth talking about though, because you really got to see the video to understand what's going on. Okay, here it is, Q. You want to come over and look at this? Bri, you want to come over? Or
Is this
okay, you
it?
ready? Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Okay, I'll watch it at the same time. Okay, so it's a couple guys walking,
Oh.
Oh, we've seen this before.
arguing.
We've talked about this on the show before.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
I've never seen this video before. I told you right now. Holy shit. Maybe I have. I don't remember it.
We talked
Yeah.
about this on the show.
Maybe Earth 2.
You took a
no, we
Polaroid
haven't.
of it.
I never saw this video.
I do remember this. This guy fucking trucking through the stands.
Yeah, like he goes through the fence and stuff like that.
No, this is a different one.
I've
He doesn't
seen
go
it.
through a fence.
Yeah,
There's no
there's
fence.
He goes through. Like
there's a blue
Yeah,
fence.
there's a blue fence.
We've talked about this.
No, we haven't.
Sure, we have.
Maybe not on TL and Steve Dave.
Yeah.
In real life, we talked about it.
I do.
Well, explain it then.
I remember this
I
video.
don't remember the
He
explanation.
goes
What a
right through
shadow.
that fence. Although it looks like the fence bends down a little bit.
It's crazy.
And that's a person.
But why is that time travel as opposed to a ghost?
Because they theorize that's how time travel, like you whatever belt you're wearing, if you got your time travel belt on, you makes for time to not affect you.
Yeah.
You're moving at such a quick pace
I see.
that you're to everybody else, you look like you're moving super
I'm
fast. You've
fairly
ever read
certain
The
we've
Flash?
talked about this before.
I don't remember ever talking about this.
Years ago. I think we had this.
Years ago?
Well, maybe this is that fucking thing that Gidim was talking about.
The Mandela
Mandela
effect?
Yeah.
effect.
Maybe it's the Mandela effect. That's a creepy video. I'll grant you that for sure.
So on Fox Sports, I don't know who was playing, but
A lot of people have speculated that this is fake, and even if it was real, people have stated that this would not constitute as traveling through time. However, the person running is seemingly running through actual people, and certain believers of time travel have stated that this is actually what would happen if someone were to travel through time.
Isn't it just a shadow?
no, it's not a shadow.
It's time traveler.
Well, it's unexplained.
Okay. I don't know, man. I feel we've had this conversation before.
Maybe in the future we had it, or in
Maybe.
the past.
It is a creepy, hard to explain video unless you just think it's a shadow, and then it pretty much makes sense.
But you look at it, you could tell it's not a shadow
How?
because you can see a face. Come over here, look at it again. I'll show you.
A lot of people have speculated that
You can see his
this is
face.
fake, and even if it was real,
What do you think, Brian?
I mean, I think some guy just said it. I mean, it's impossible to tell what it is. And it just looks like he's running along like where people are sitting, right? Like,
What's the name of the video you looked up to find it?
let's see. It's called Soccer Time Travel, comma, the Football Stadium Incident, comma, live footage dash YouTube. That's a fucking pretty long
Go
name.
there, check it out.
Well, if you just type soccer game time travel, it comes right up.
Yeah. But you notice something like that too. I mean, he looks like he's running, but not particularly quickly. It also looks like he's running along empty bleachers.
So,
Well, he does go through that fence.
Yeah, but what if it's one of those like those orange like safety fences? It's not like really a fence. It's more like a plastic.
I'm not sure what you can't explain how he's going through things though.
What's he going through?
He's going through people.
It doesn't look like he's going through people. It looks like he's going in front of people.
No way.
To me, yeah, it looks like he's going in front of people.
But he goes through a blue fence.
Right, but how do you know there isn't a break in the blue fence right there? It's not. It doesn't look like
Okay,
a solid
there's not a
blue.
chance that anybody could run that fast though.
I'm trying to find.
Nobody. That's inhuman the way that person moves at live speed.
I mean, I'll agree. Like, I think people could run that fast.
No way.
Running that fast through bleachers would be a fucking trick.
But they look like they're on wheels though.
Mm-hmm.
They're not running because a run has a certain like movement to it. There's no movement that would be, that would say that person.
I
is
disagree.
actually
When they
running.
do slow motion, you can see his legs moving.
Right, but it's still moving at a rate though that's not when you do slow motion. But he's still not moving properly for a run. His head remains at the same exact height.
I believe though he's running in front of.
First
those
time I
people.
heard it was a ghost.
Ghost.
is a time traveler.
All right, hold on.
Definitively.
That's what I mean, and that's where a lot of time travelers would go, though, to sporting events.
All right, hold on one second.
Why is that?
It's
To bet money?
debunked. It's already been debunked. Already. What that video conveniently does, here's the full video, is cut out the guy coming down the steps. And they said the fact that he's running through a fence is just a trick of the light because you see people sitting on the fence because it's
so he runs down the
down the steps
or whatever.
and then hooks
see
her.
that. That's not the
Let
same.
me see that doctored
Yeah, it is.
video.
Yeah, but you notice they stopped though.
Because it leads into the video that then you watch. That's the guy that you watch running across, coming down the steps and hooking a right. And then the video that says he's a ghost starts there.
Hold on. I can debunk it immediately
You're going to debunk the debunked video?
because there's not. I want to see. How do you stop this shit? Look.
Yeah. Scrub with your finger.
Hold on.
All right.
Get him to scrub that shit.
See, they don't. That's still not picked up in right at the right time though. I want to just be able to get.
That's your guy. That video is showing you exactly what he did. He's a fucking homeboy running. And that thing that looks like he runs through a wall is just a trick of the light. These people edited the video to make it look like that.
It's too much.
But the people in the stands don't match the stands.
They do.
No,
that
they don't.
guy's right there, and that guy's right there. Absolutely, they do. Those are the people that when the video picks up right here. Those are the people
Where?
right there.
That one and those two. So you're saying that's him and that's him and him? They're not.
That's the running guy there, and then those.
They're
are
not
the people.
spaced apart properly. They don't match. The videos don't match.
And see that blue right there? That's the wall. Those seats are the wall. That looks like a wall, but it's not. It's the seats.
So a rational explanation is dismissed.
Yeah. So here's video shooting down that theory, but Walt
No,
doesn't want to
you
believe
can
it.
explain away the guy at the soccer game.
Fine, do it.
You could say you can punch holes in it, but I still got that Polaroid, and I still got God.
Zoom.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.